All right, welcome everybody to the Staylist. This is a little bonus episode, actually.
Yeah.
We are coming to you live here in our library, technically, to tell you that we added some songs to the playlist called The Driving Staylist Season 1.
Yeah, and we're going to make sure that this is linked in the bio. It's also, if you're listening to our podcast on Spotify, if you just go over, I think, to the right.
It says More Like This.
Yes, and then you can listen to the playlist there, which will grow as we continue to choose tracks from each other's albums.
Yep. So, essentially, we decided that the playlist is going to be empty for a couple weeks, essentially, because of us picking albums and, trying to fill it and everything. So we decided we're going to do 5 picks each of songs that we might not want to show the entirety of the album, but we really like the songs.
Yeah, so essentially where this idea came from is in episode 1, I chose Lord's album Melodrama, and Skylar chose one track from that album. I won't spoil what it was, but then we were thinking, okay, so then for a whole week, there's only one song on the playlist. Then the next week, if Sarah only chooses one song, then there are only 2 songs on the playlist. And we just think that there are, it gives us more flexibility if there are more tracks on the playlist already.
Yeah.
Because then we don't feel backed into a corner to say, oh, I don't want to choose all 6 of these tracks because then it's going to be really heavily weighted toward this one album. And so we're starting with about 40 minutes of music so that we don't feel like we have to skim through our choices and narrow them down.
Yeah, so that's why we essentially picked 5 each. For this one, we didn't have, I think the rules were we don't have to confirm them.
Right. So
this is our own picks.
Yeah.
Like me pick 5, you pick 5. We're going to do them off the cuff right now.
Yeah.
And hope you enjoy them. You want to do your first pick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
and we'll let you guys listen to them as we pick them.
Yes.
And you'll kind of describe why you want to put it on there?
Yeah. So my first pick for the Driving Staylist is Dancing in the Moonlight by King Harvest.
Great song.
I love this song. It has a very special place in my heart, and I like to put it on playlists because it makes me think of my grandpa. But I have to say I've never really explored their discography, so I wouldn't feel very authentic saying, oh, we have to listen to this album with the hopes that you would choose Dancing in the Moonlight. I am just choosing it and putting it on the stay list for us.
That's
so
perfect.
Get ready to listen to Dancing in the Moonlight by King Harvest. All right, welcome back. You just heard Dancing in the Moonlight, and you're about to hear what Skylar chose as his first of 5 tracks to begin the stay list.
So I think I'm going to switch it up a little bit from what we've had so far.
Ooh.
I think I'm going to put a little rap on.
Okay.
I'm going to go with AT-Aliens by Outkast.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah. Do you know the song?
I feel like I do. It sounds familiar. I love Outkast, but I will say I'm not super familiar with their discography.
Now, this album is... Let me see which album this is from, actually, to be honest. I don't know. Sorry. This is from the AT-Aliens album, actually. Their older stuff is hit and miss for me. I wouldn't say that there's a full album that I've really sat down and kind of consumed. So I think that that's another reason why I want to use this one. It's a great song, but I kind of the same thing that you said. I couldn't justify having listened to the whole album in hopes that you pick the one song.
Yeah.
So
this is Throw Your Hands in the Air.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, you're there. Pretty close. I mean, a little offbeat, but you're pretty close.
How about maybe they listen to the actual Outkast?
Yeah. All right.
Sing it.
Here's AT-Aliens by Outkast.
All right. Welcome back. You just heard AT-Aliens by Outkast. And my next choice for the Driving Staylist is Mother's Daughter by Miley Cyrus. This is from, I love Miley Cyrus. this is from an album that I really don't know that well. And there are other albums that I would like you to listen to of hers. And so this is one that just is a banger. I used to have it on all of my like power walk playlists when I lived in New York because it just has like a good beat. So it feels like a good driving song.
Okay. Before we change out, I don't know if we pronounced the Outkast song right. It's ATL-lins is how it's spelled. Like ATL, like Atlanta.
Uh-huh.
And then IE.
ATLians?
ATLians, maybe. I've been saying
This would be a good poll.
Yeah, I've been saying AT-aliens my whole life, but there's definitely not another A.
You notice that I didn't even stop to question
I know.
this.
I didn't want to take away from that, but
No, I think maybe we ask the people if how they think it's pronounced,
Yeah.
and if Outkast could confirm or deny, that would be great.
Andre 3000, please hit me up.
Yes, and Big Boy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that being said, here's Mother's Daughter by Miley Cyrus.
All right, and that was Mother's Daughter by Miley Cyrus.
Yes.
What a jam that was.
So good.
Cute. I love that it's on the driving Staylist. All right, so I think for my next one, I'm going to go with just an all-around, feel-good, in the car, sing-along song,
Okay.
All For You by Sister Hazel.
All right, give me a little
It's
taste.
hard to say what it is.
I see
Yeah.
in you.
Just a sing-along, just a feel-good song.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't really have like a backstory for this one, I don't think. I think that it's just a banger, and Sister Hazel's kind of a one-hit wonder. They've got, I mean, not a one-hit wonder, but they've got a couple other decent songs, but wouldn't want to do a whole album.
Yeah.
Love this song, though. So
That's what this Staylist, kind of the primers are for, is
Yeah.
to find those songs that you want to sing in the car, but you don't necessarily want to bring them to the trials of the Staylist.
Sure. All right, well, here is All For You by Sister Hazel.
All right, that was All For You by Sister Hazel, and my next choice is Into You by Ariana Grande. I can't think of a single Ariana Grande album that you would find palatable at this point in our journey. I think eventually, as you're introduced to more pop and hopefully appreciate it a little bit more and want to listen to it more, hopefully we could cover that, but that's not going to be for a long time. I can't wait that long to hear Into You on a car playlist. So I chose Into You by Ariana Grande as one of my picks, and you're about to hear it right now. Unless,
Yeah, I have a question.
please.
Is she wearing a GIMP mask on that album cover?
You know, the album cover is definitely questionable. This is from her Dangerous album, or Dangerous Woman album. It was kind of like just post Nickelodeon, like she was breaking away from all that. And so, you know, Miley Cyrus, she had her cage. Ariana Grande has her GIMP mask.
Hey, well, nothing wrong with that. So, you know what? Ariana Grande, I'm into you.
Let's listen.
All right, that was Into You by Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande.
That was a little bit of a word salad for me there. Ariana Grande. What a song, what a song. All right.
Can I tell you a funny story real quick?
All right, so we are going to do Kenny Rogers. Yeah, go ahead. What?
When I worked in production, and I won't say any more than that, there was a teleprompter where one of the execs and who was hosting had to read Ariana Grande's name, and he said Ariana Grande. And then he said we weren't allowed to put people's names in the teleprompter anymore for him unless they were phonetically spelled out. Ariana Grande. Who's that?
Sounds right, though.
I'd like someone to tell me who that is, but yeah. And it was like peak time for her. It was like 2019. So
It does sound right.
yeah, that
That's how
was
it's-
Into You by Ariana Grande.
That's how it's spelled, technically.
Not really.
I'm kidding, I don't know. I ain't worth the good at the spellings. All right, so I think I'm going to go with, I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in by Kenny
Banger.
Rogers and the First Edition. Obviously, Kenny Rogers has ample songs. I mean, Islands in the Stream, or Islands in the Sea? Islands in the Stream? With Dolly Parton, you don't know that song?
Are you asking
You know
me?
that song.
Sing it for me.
Islands in the Stream, it is what we are.
Oh, yeah.
That's him and Dolly Parton.
Oh, okay. If
And then
you
he's,
say so.
Yeah, and then he's also got, obviously, The Gambler. Everybody knows that song.
Obviously.
Yeah, but
Sing that for us.
You got to know when to hold 'em.
Oh, yeah. Gotta know when to fold 'em.
All right, but this is a...
You upset George.
He got excited.
George says, if you have a gambling addiction, get help.
Yeah, reach out to Connecticut gamblers. Oh, George just burped.
To Connecticut?
Yeah, that's where all the gambling stuff is.
Oh.
Connecticut.
Good to know.
Anyway, so here is, I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. Yeah, oh yeah.
Enjoy.
I just dropped in
To see what condition my condition was in. Okay.
go.
You just listened to that song. And my next choice is Brandy, You're a Fine Girl by The Looking Glass. Or, I'm sorry, by Just Looking Glass.
Yeah, not the looking.
Ugh, how dare I?
That's a whole different band.
Everybody knows and loves, they revere Looking Glass. How dare I say The Looking Glass? If any of you know another song by Looking Glass, that's going to really boggle my mind out there. So,
I'm sure there's a lot of people actually.
you think this?
Probably. A band doesn't make that big of a song, Brandy, and not come out with an album.
Well, yeah, but...
So they have more music somewhere.
Okay, without looking, if you can name another song by them.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I could. I'm sure there are people, though.
This is the epitome of a one-hit wonder for me.
Yeah.
This song
I bet they do have
is
some good
yacht
ones, though.
rock
Oh.
to its core.
I mean, Captain's Hat and all.
Well, that's the thing. It's not just, it sounds like it should be on a boat. It's about a boat. It's about lots of boats. And it's about sailors. And it's about sailors saying, Brandy, honey, you pour mean whiskey. You're real nice to us. You're fine as hell in this harbor town. But you're not the sea.
No.
Are you the ocean? Are you controlled by Poseidon? No. So I can't marry you.
Those are things that are said in the song.
Yeah, actually, we're going to have you listen to it. You pick up on what's happening between the lines because I'm pretty sure Poseidon is called out by name.
Yeah, literally, for sure.
All right, listen, tell us what you think. Brandy, You're a Fine Girl by Looking Glass coming at you.
Beep, beep. All right, welcome back. That was Brandy, You're a Fine Girl by Looking Glass. Just Looking Glass. Great song, love it. I felt like I needed to throw my hair back into a ponytail, slap on my sailor's hat, and look starboard. Starboard. Starboard.
Sky, if you're watching us on YouTube or on any visual platform, you should know that Skylar is wearing about as close to a sailor's hat as you can get without actually investing in a sailor's hat.
This is true.
Thank you, Hilton Head Island, for creating a navy baseball cap with a white rope across the bill.
A braided white
rope across the bill.
That's why I wanted it.
You're just itching to tell some woman named Brandy that she's not wife material.
That's true. All right, so for my next pick, have we figured out how many picks we have left?
Each of us has one.
We have one more after I say this
After
one,
you say this one,
okay.
we each have one.
So I'm going to go with Hank Williams Jr., Waylon Jennings, The Conversation.
Tell us
I
about
know
this.
for a fact you have no idea of this song.
No. Honestly, I don't know where the title of the song ended and the people's names began.
Oh my, we have got a lot of learning for you, baby girl. Hank Williams Jr., the song is about his dad.
Okay.
Which Hank Williams was one of the starters, really, of country music as a whole.
Okay.
Kind of that country sound that is a thing is like really Hank Williams started it all. Waylon Jennings, we will definitely be listening to a Waylon Jennings song or album for sure. But this is off of a Hank Williams Jr. album. Didn't really, I mean, there's a lot of good, he has amazing songs, but this specific album, probably weren't going to cover it, but I love this song.
Yeah.
It's just a good car song. It's good riding around song. It's a good talking song.
That's what this little Minisode is for us to find those right kind of not from an album that we love, but people we love.
Well, and it's a catchy song, and I think that even though you don't know it, I think you'll get it in your ears a couple times and you'll be singing it.
Well, I can't wait to listen.
Well, here is The Conversation by Hank Williams Jr. and Waylon Jennings. Yeah.
All right, welcome back. That was The Conversation by Hank Williams Jr. and Waylon Jennings.
Nailed it.
Got that right?
Good job.
Fantastic. Okay, my next pick, it's really for everyone. Like, I feel like some of these have definitely been more pop. Some have been more like oldies on my behalf. This one, it's for the girls and the boys and everyone in between.
Oh.
It's How Will I Know by Whitney Houston.
Oh.
She says, there's a boy
Whoa.
I know. He's the one I dream of.
Okay.
And then,
I know the song.
you do?
Yeah, my mom plays it
Looks
all the time.
into
When I was a
eyes.
young little girl, my mom would play it all the time.
And did you know that it was going to impact your life so greatly?
I really didn't.
Did you know it was going to be the L of your life's favorite?
The L of my life.
I was going to say. Did you?
Please no. Please don't do that. Love is a 4-letter word, and you don't need to shorten it. It's not hard to say.
You know,
It's barely a syllable.
you told me the camera's at 17%. I'm trying to save us real estate out here. Okay?
You're right. We almost did.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Holding on by a thread out here.
then, so here is,
How Will I Know by Whitney Houston.
all right. That was How Will I Know by Whitney Houston. And I'm bringing in the tail end. Mm-hmm. Last pick for the 10 songs on the Driving Staylist. And I think I'm going to go with the longest song I could think of. Freebird. No, I'm kidding.
I was going to say Stairway to Heaven.
No, Stairway to Heaven's not that long. I mean, it's pretty long, but it's not that long. Freebird is like 11 minutes. Pretty close. It's a long one. But I am going to go with Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Okay.
It's a B-side album, or a B-side track, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Not a very popular one, not your Sweet Home Alabamas and all that. A song called I Need You.
Mm-hmm.
Very good song. Love the guitar. Kind of slower. Feels like a good driving song for me. Funny fact about this, when I went to Vegas for a trip with some of my friends, I downloaded a playlist on my phone. Well, I thought I did at least, in the airport, just to have music on my phone. And this was the only song that downloaded.
Oh, so you got
from-
real up close and personal with it.
Yeah, from St. Louis to Vegas, this is the only song that I could listen to on repeat. And it's like a 6-minute long song. So you do the math, 4 hours, 6 minutes, whatever that is.
You didn't do anything else? There weren't movies to watch?
No.
Only I Need You by Lynyrd Skynyrd. And you still want to listen to it every
It's that
time we
good
get
of
in
a
the car.
song.
Wow.
It's that good of a song. And I think you'll agree once you hear it.
This is huge.
It's a really good song. So that wraps up the end of this. I mean, we're going to take them
They
out.
have to listen to it.
Well, we'll take them out with I Need You, I think, right?
Oh, yeah.
You want to take
okay.
them out with it?
Yeah, but beforehand, follow us everywhere at The Staylist Show. You can email us at thestaylisshow@gmail.com. And if this is your first time listening to us, as a reminder, this is the show where we show each other our very favorite albums, and the introducer kind of takes a step back. The first-time listener gets to choose whatever tracks from that week's album join the Staylist. So you just heard the 10 first tracks that are going to build up this, that are going to create the Staylist,
Yeah.
and then we're going to keep building onto them week after week, so follow along.
Yep. Like she said, make sure to follow us on social medias and Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all
Yeah.
that stuff. It's at The Staylist Show, one word.
And when you share and review and engage with us, it really helps us, and it helps us to continue. So I guess what we're saying is, I need you
Yeah.
to engage with us.
I need you to like these songs.
Listen to I Need You by Lynyrd Skynyrd.